Well, good evening and happy Independence Day to everyone. This is my Volt update. I actually just got back from a week-long vacation, driving out to visit my family in Bismarck, North Dakota. Just drove back home today from Bismarck to the Twin Cities Metro of Minnesota. And as you can tell, a little bit of bug catcher action on the front of the Volt there. So once I get that washed out, I have the Volt screen, which is hard to see, but it does a pretty good job of filtering out debris and stuff like that. So definitely worth the purchase to avoid a punctured radiator. So let's go ahead and do some trip stats. I didn't have time to really get things together for my journey out as I was in a bit of a rush, but coming back, we have, let's see here. Coming back, let's see what we got going on. Here is some overall statistics. I'm gonna close the door to shut off the binging. So what I did was I fully charged the car, and when I was driving through town, or coming up at sort of like heavier traffic on the freeway where I was below freeway speeds, I put it back in the normal EV mode. So I consume some electricity that way. It actually just kind of works out really well. I mean, if you're just slugging around town. In fact, it's kind of funny. I noticed if you're like coasting off an on-ramp, or going to an off-ramp and coasting from 75 miles an hour or so, you actually can gain a couple of miles back. So using the low region setting it for the transmission. So today I filled up in Fargo, North Dakota, so 244.6 miles. So overall 45 miles to the gallon. That's combined with running in the hold mode on the highway, forcing the gas engine to run at about 70 to 72 miles an hour, thereabouts. And using a little bit of EV mode when I needed it, as far as like exiting to fill up with gas, or stopping the rest area, things like that. So overall for the trip, energy usage, this is where things get kind of interesting. This is the distance from Bismarck, North Dakota, because that's actually where the car was charged last. So 16.8 miles was done on EV mode, 418 miles was done using the gas engine, so 435.6 miles total. It's using about 5.5 kilowatt hours and 10.10 gallons of gasoline. So overall 43 mpg from Bismarck. The one thing is that if you're looking at pure gasoline alone, it's about 41 mpg and change. So it's decent. As you notice, it's 96 degrees out for part of the trip. Say when I was in Minnesota, so east of Fargo to the Twin Cities, I mean, I was in triple digits, so it's over 100 degrees for the most part. And that's kind of that can impact the overall efficiency, but I still think these numbers are really good considering. The other thing to look at is how I was running climate mode. Let's see, am I getting texts here? How I was running climate mode. Essentially, I was pretty much using eco. I did start out in comfort because it was really hot, but then I was able just to drop it down to eco mode for the majority of the trip and set it to 73 degrees. It's very comfortable. The nice thing is too, is like I can actually like if I park the car someplace, I can lock it and precondition it, leave the AC running, and it's just running off the traction battery, and not a problem. So far so good. I'm at 42,000 miles, and very happy about that. Actually almost 43,000, so 42,868, and no problems. Very, very good trip. It's just myself in the car, so I mean, it was pretty comfortable, and really very enjoyable drive. Anyway, that's all I have for now. I'll talk to everybody later.